Hey, come on in. Yeah. You're right on time for your design consultation. Yeah, so you've got a roller skating dance competition coming up. That's right. Very interesting. Yes, I have done a few skating outfits before, and that's how you heard about me. Good. Okay, well, let me get your information, get a couple of measurements, get some style ideas going. And I'm going to take some notes and input this into my personal computer here, so I'll be typing as we go along. All right, and what's your name? Address. And then home phone number. And then do you also have a work phone number I could reach at? Okay. And then when do you need this by, or when is the competition? And did you want to provide your own garment bag, or should I be including a garment bag with the purchase today? Okay. And then what is the style of dance, and what sort of routine do you plan on doing? So it's not like a figure roller skating situation. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. So this is more of a jam skating to JJ Fad. Is it J.J? No, just JJ. And then it's called Supersonic. I don't know if I've heard that one. I guess I'll have to call up the radio station to request it so I can hear it. I don't have a boombox in here, otherwise I'll let you put the tape on. But it's something upbeat. Okay. And exciting. Okay. And so what kind of styles or colors or things were you thinking would work well for this competition? Okay. Will you want spandex for the movement? I think that's a great choice. Some sort of embellishments. Okay. No tripping hazards. Yeah, well, that makes sense. And maybe a little sparkle and shine. Good. Well, I have a couple of examples out here. Now, this is more of a silken, kind of a pink color. You don't necessarily want to do pink, so nothing cute. I mean, I like pink, so I could see where that might work. You said it would help if I watched the music video that they have. Well, the thing is, I don't watch a lot of MTV, but I'll definitely call the radio station after you leave here and see if they can play it for me. So no pink. That's fine. Okay. What about something that's a little bit more sheer? So you like how bright this yellow is? Oh, so maybe something more neon. Still kind of cutesy to have it's kind of like neon yellow. Okay. So no mesh. No mesh. Sheer could work. And no pinks. Some. We've got some blues in here. Again, these are kind of silky, but it could be something that's spandex. It wouldn't just be this kind of silky looking one. What about purple? What about like a royal, bright royal purple? No, you did that last year. Okay. So no pinks. Polka dots? So something that's not quite polka dot, but has elements of dots or something on it. Okay. What about florals? No. Paisley? No. Okay. Blue paisley? No. Okay, here's an interesting spandex. We've got like we've got a gold lame. It's shiny. Here, give it a feel. You're not wrong, it isn't very breathable. So breathability. Oh, this? Black and white. Just a classic sort of combo, or maybe even something checkered. Okay. I'm going to get a couple of measurements from you, and then after that, if you want to go out, get a cup of coffee or something, I can get some things started, and then we'll take it from there. Good, then turn around. And then arms down by your side. And then arms out front. And then if you could turn, look that way. Good, and then arms by your side. All right. Okay, I've got the measurements in here. All right, actually, when you go get that coffee, would you mind bringing your roller skates back with you? And that way I can just make sure everything is matching for the entire outfit and ensemble. Okay? Great. Okay, well, give me just about hour 15 or so. right, well, welcome back. Okay, I think you're really gonna like what I came up with based off of some of what you mentioned, and then I did call the radio station, and they were able to play this tune for me, so that gave me some more inspiration for the design. But here we go. Now we're not finished quite yet because I've got to get some other measurements here, but here is the top. How about this? It's spandex, so it's tight, but a little bit more breathable. And we've got that black and white, that contrast. And instead of doing a checkerboard sort of a pattern, I've just done the half. One half is black and the other half is white here. And then you mentioned you like the polka dots. So instead of a polka dot but adding something kind of jazzy here, I went with some bedazzles. Now, these bedazzles are securely fastened, so they shouldn't be falling off whilst you skate and spin and all the above. But what do you think? You love it? It's really going to pick up the lights nicely, give a lot of pizzazz. Good. And then there's a lot of different colors in here. So you've got the plain with the black and white, but then you've got all the different bedazzle colors. Now that's just the top, right? For the bottoms, I was thinking you could do a contrasting, like a blue, bright blue, or maybe like a neon green spandex short. Just maybe stick with the black. Okay. Good. Well, I've got some black spandex shorts here. Now, what we could do with these shorts is make it so it's alternating black and white. So this side of the shorts would then be white underneath, and then this side underneath the shorts would be black. So it'd be kind of like two big checkers. But I don't think we should put the bedazzles on here because I imagine you do need to move your legs quite a bit. So you don't want to have those causing any issues. Right, and then we could add a little bit, because if we don't have the bedazzles on the shorts, you might think, oh, well, now they look a little bit too plain. Well, what about if we do some hand-sewn sequin work along the side? So that way, if you're moving and turning, you're grooving, you're doing your dance, you have some tassel movement. No? Okay. Well, if not on the shorts, let's take a look at those skates. Oh, wow, these are heavy. Heavier than I thought. But very beautiful. So now that I'm looking at these skates, they are a beautiful blue color. But we're really doing more of a black and white situation. Now, the green and the laces is kind of brought out with some of the bedazzles here. But I'm thinking what we should do, and I've done this before for ice skates, but we make some kind of a cover for the shoes. So that way it just goes over the whole boot. And then what we could do is add some bedazzles to that boot cover. No bedazzles. Oh, I see. Okay. So I can see how that's a safety concern. You don't want to have a bedazzle come off and then you skate over it and then it causes a tripping hazard. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. What about the boot cover? No. No, so you like you want to keep it with this kind of suede. Okay. Well, it's just that you've got all this bedazzled pizzazz on the top, and then the blue. Okay, what if you just do a little tiny, not this whole thing, not this much, but just about this much of a fringe accent just around the back of the ankle. Something like that. Yeah? No, still concerned. You don't want to get anything tangled up. I see. You know, I have roller skated before. I am familiar with the safety concerns there, so I'm listening to you. Okay, here's one last idea, just to jazz up the skate a little bit so it matches. And I think it's really going to set you apart in the competition. You've got these bushings here in between. That's right. You got the wheels, the nuts and screw. Pretty nice, oh gosh, bearings in there. Feels pretty smooth. What if you take these bushings out and then you put something a little bit more neon in there? So these are a neon orange color. So it's not pink, but it's not like a plain black color. It's something a little bit more exciting. Let's see how that might look. Just an idea. Okay, well, great. All right, well, I'll add these then to the total. Finish sewing this, get a couple more measurements, and then get this put in a garment bag for you, and you'll be ready for your competition next week. Great, and where is it? Maybe I'll come by if I'm not here. And then just need to get a couple more of those measurements for the shorts.